viewers of this video and clip will understand that a global meltdown is affecting almost everybody in the universe. Under the sun, each country across continents, especially those in Europe near the Ukrainian-Russian war, have been affected. How has Africa safeguarded itself? How will Africa safeguard itself, its citizens, from all this global meltdown that we expect to come, and which is already biting some of the countries? The food, fuel, and the cost of living is high. People cannot afford a meal, drought, floods. How do we get out of this? We need to start talking to our people. The message is to talk. Governments need to deliver messages, dialogue, sit down and talk to the people and tell the truth that this is not going to be an easy fix. It is going to be a long-term process to fix the economic meltdown that is going to affect the entire world. The fragility of our political systems, political democracies, the fragility through regime change sponsored by those who have been sponsoring regime change across Africa, the fragility through insecurity, the insecurity that we see across the continent of Africa, in some parts of Sahel region, Somalia, in Ethiopia at the moment. This will all come together and give us a run for our money. The economic meltdown comes with several of those factors that can be very destructive to the governance of our states on African continent. How prepared are we as Africa and as African continent? How prepared are the governments to solve some of the problems? I believe that there should be measures like start diversification of our farming, our techniques, our handling of reserving and reservation of some of the items that are much needed. We have just come out of COVID-19, which taught us quite a lot of lessons, that Africa did not have even one incubator, that Africa did not have even beds for ICU. Can't we learn from this? Why are we not prepared? Why are you not prepared? Why is it that we cry about floods? Why do we cut the trees? Why don't we tell the people the truth, that trees are cut, the land, the soil will be left vulnerable for floods to come in, because there will be nothing. When it rains, no trees to absorb the water. We have a problem here. The people of Africa need a lot of education, and that education can only come if we are united, if we are focused, if we are resilient, if we can allow governments to explain their policies, remove corruption from every sector, whether tree planting, fuel subsidies, increment of food prices. Patriotism should be the answer today. In this current situation, Africa should start going to a patriotic school to know that there is something that is not going to end now, because the war in Ukraine might just melt away, but it will melt away when we have suffered. We must prepare ourselves. An economic meltdown is for real. It has affected banks. It has affected our currencies. It will affect our imports and exports. There are people talking about giving people money. But if you give people money, who will buy the goods? The money can be there, but the power purchase is zero. You can buy goods to trade, whether you're a small farmer, whether you're a small consumer, SME, everywhere in Africa. But who is going to purchase the goods? Who buys them? Who is going to buy? Because there is no money in the hands of the people. So time has come for us to devise a method, because for people that live in developed democracies, there is a social contract that once you don't have the money, you go and sign and you are given the money until you get a job. Have we prepared our people? Therefore, the answer is no. Let's begin preparing them, because the situation is going to be very, very bleak. We are at a disaster point. Cliffhanger, economic difficulties are here. Let's be tolerant to the governments in Africa, that some of them should start teaching the people on what is to come. And I have begun by teaching people and alerting people of what might be coming. Thank you very much. This is Punchline Africa TV, broadcasting from the Political Command Center in London, and back in Nairobi, myself and Miriam Ogutu in Nairobi. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.